Rich, bouncing in the club where the heat is on, all night on the beach till the break of dawn.
Yeah, I see
Welcome
what you've
to
done.
Miami.
I see what you've done.
See what I've done there?
Do you know what? I should have known you'd intro this like that.
It was a bit of a slap in the face for people that don't like Will Smith. Oh, there we go.
Topical,
but of course, I know, right? Of course, this is the inaugural Miami GP that is this weekend, because we're recording it before this weekend. But by the time you watch this video, it would have just gone. So congrats to Carlos Sainz.
Oh, really? Is that your prediction?
I don't know, mate. I don't know. Like, Ferrari are good this year, right?
They are. Although Sainz hasn't had much luck this season, but
no, but I didn't want to go for the obvious one, right? Leclerc.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let's go for the less obvious Ferrari. It'll probably be the Red Bull, right? So anyway,
who knows? It ain't going to be a Mercedes like you've picked here. You picked Hamilton.
No, but you know what? As well, I picked it as well. Yeah, I picked it as well because I'm like, I didn't want to race ahead. Mm-hmm. I wanted to be in the mix. And I'm actually in the mix for the entirety of this thing. Like, there's some horrific driving there, Rich, I will say.
Really?
But yeah, you saw what's new in F1 22.
I did, yeah.
Recently.
I had a presentation
some footage
from Codemasters, so they took me through like this and that. And one of the things is adaptive AI. Okay. So apparently
I guess we're not going to really see that in a 5-lap race, right?
Well, no. You said there's some bad driving though, so that's interesting.
Well, not bad driving, because you know what? This is the first time I've actually seen the course, and raced the course. So this is like completely new to me. Like, you know all the classic courses, right?
Yeah.
In terms of corners and things like that, like Silverstone. Mm-hmm. But some of the turns on this were actually quite interesting. So
looks like a wide track,
and they get. Sorry?
Looks very wide.
Well, it gets really tight as well, little bit here. So, and there's nice twists and turns. So it's and like, look what's he doing there?
Alonso, chill out. Jeez.
Yeah. But of course, Miami is new. It's new on the what do they call it? The roster? They call it the roster.
Lineup, whatever. Yeah, track, the circuit venues. Yeah, the season.
Yeah, and I think that was that Ricciardo that went out.
Was it?
Daniel
Ricciardo. Daniel Ricciardo's gone out. Yeah,
and that was who I smashed into the wall. But,
whoops.
Well,
so it's right.
It does, because you'll see in the replay which I show. Mm-hmm. So I do like all the various views in car. It looks beautiful. Run at 4K 60. This is captured on the PC, I should say. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what it's going to run like on consoles, but they're usually 4K 60 at this point, right?
Yeah, generally speaking, they're very, very good. Although on console, I will say, I think you have to sort of choose whether you want frame rate or visual fidelity. You know, the old classic.
Even on the new ones?
I think so. And I don't understand why that's still a thing.
Especially for a game that's it's linear, right? It's like, here's a track.
I might be wrong about that, but I seem to remember that's still the case in, pretty much every game, isn't it?
We'll put a disclaimer on that. But yeah, so the adaptive AI is new, Rich. It's not the only new thing, right? They've reworked the handling and tyre models as well, and updated the physics to accommodate the new aero rules.
Yes,
right?
indeedy.
And also it's in VR as well, isn't it?
Yeah, PC VR. I don't know if it's coming to PlayStation VR though, but PC VR is definite, which is interesting.
Very, very. And you said there was some new stuff in the career as well.
So there's career. They've rebalanced the economy apparently, and also you can choose from 3 different starting points if you're doing a My Team season. So you can either start at the bottom, start at the top, or somewhere in the middle. Obviously, if you want more of a challenge, you start at the bottom as a lesser team, or whatever, or you can go all in as like a Ferrari or a Red Bull or whatever, and just dominate if that's your bag. And there's a thing called F1 Life, which is a hub area where you can show off all your stuff, collect supercars and clothing, and sort of a lifestyle thing. Yeah, I don't really know sort of how that works, really.
Well, I guess we'll find out. It's out in like a month, I want to say.
July, 1st of July, unless you get the Champions Edition, which has 3-day early access, as is standard these days.
This is, I will admit, because you've played and reviewed all the F1 games for the last probably 5-10 years, maybe?
I think every single one since 2015, bar maybe 19. I think I missed that one, but yeah.
this is the first F1 game I've played since one of the earlier ones on the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Looks fantastic, controls fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredibly stressful.
Yes.
Because obviously you can't just be pinging off walls and stuff, right?
No, but you do have flashbacks if you choose a sort of easier difficulty, so you can rewind and retry if you screw up, which is always a godsend in games like this.
Yeah, especially if you're doing there are people out there that do the full GPs.
Yes.
Like, credit to them.
Yeah.
That's a commitment. But I'd be one of those people as well. If there weren't flashbacks, I'd get to the last lap and just crash into a wall or something.
It's worth noting that there are mid-session saves, though, so you're not committed to the full, 50-odd laps or whatever it is. You can do a mid-session save and then come back later, which is great,
Look at this, though, Rich.
Does look good. Look good.
I love the replays in these things. I love that I started second. I absolutely screwed up my start, and then I was just in the pack.
I didn't realise there was a pilot back there. There's a bit of a mess.
What?
There's a pilot behind you.
Oh yeah. But I think it was just me that wiped out one of the drivers, and that was it.
Yeah. Well,
I think the rest actually finished.
He started it.
I mean, it was his fault.
He started it. He started it. You finished it. Also new, Dan. I didn't mention earlier. Mentioning pile-ups and shit happening on the track. You can drive the safety cars now. You can drive the Aston or the Mercedes safety cars. Yeah, weird, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Is that new?
Yeah, that's totally new. Yeah. It seems like a bizarre feature, but why not? If you've ever wondered what it's like to drive the safety car, you can do that in this.
Has anybody ever wondered that?
Well, apparently some people must have, because I guess they asked for it. I didn't.
I mean, it must be hard.
Yeah.
There it is. Look, he clips into me, and then he's done, mate. He's done.
Well, certainly right.
And then I cut the corner and then cut them off. But you know what I mean? Like, it's Hamilton. He'd do that, right? I mean, he wouldn't.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, true. No, obviously, being British, love Hamilton.
Yeah.
He was robbed last year. Let's just draw a line into that.
Yeah,
that's going to be controversial.
Yeah. We'll see what people say about that.
Yeah, I don't care. But
you're entitled to your opinion. You can stick
exactly.
to it.
Everyone is. But I was never going to stand a chance in winning this race.
Yeah.
In the McLaren in its state. But obviously, you can have.
Oh, do you mean Mercedes?
The current state, right?
The Mercedes.
Sorry, the Mercedes. Did I say McLaren?
Yeah, it used to be McLaren, didn't it? That
I just mix up the M's all the time.
Yeah. No, he can't get his setup right this year, it seems. But George Russell, he's got the same car. He's doing okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on.
Maybe just he's carrying some baggage from last year, and it's affecting him mentally.
Perhaps. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, I thought it would be the car. But the cars are very different this year. They've got bigger wheels and I think a lower chassis and a different sort of wing and stuff. There's loads of new things to get to grips with, I suppose.
Yeah, and it must be hard developing games like this where there isn't a massive amount of change every year. So it almost does feel like you're rolling the same game out. So you have to try and keep things interesting.
Well,
but I guess the rule changes do actually change the game.
Yeah.
From a mechanical perspective.
I was going to say, because the cars are so different this year, they will have had to have completely redone the physics model and like you said earlier, the aerodynamics and everything. So it'd be interesting to see how it handles. I haven't actually got my hands on the game yet, so I would like to see.
I enjoyed it.
How different they are. Do they feel different based on what you know of the previous games?
Well, this is it, mate. It's been 5 or 6 years since I played one of the last ones, so I couldn't actually say. And the game has actually gone from strength to strength since kind of mid-2015, mid-2010s.
Yeah.
2015, 2016, around there.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's like at the top of its game at the moment, right? Did you give the last one a 9, was it?
Yeah, the last couple, 20 and 21, I thought were excellent. So they'll have to.
I feel like this is the same because I really enjoyed it, and I only did a couple of 5 lappers just to get some capture because obviously you're doing the preview, and I'm just doing some capture.
Yeah,
but I do love the highlights though.
It does look good. It does look good. They also hinted that classic content could be coming back for this one. And crossplay should be added post-launch as well, so that's interesting too. That's something to look forward to.
Rich, when's it out?
1st of July, unless you get 3-day early access with the Champion Edition for all the main platforms.
Thanks for watching, folks. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Cheers, folks. Bye.
Bye.